Hey folks, it's me again, and today I have a lot of things to tell you about what happened on the channel over the last 2 weeks, and I thought I would take the opportunity today to answer some of the questions I got in the comments over the last 2 weeks. So we're doing a walk and talk here at the lovely KLCC Park. It's a Sunday morning, and it's cool, and about the only people that are here right now are those that are exercising and myself. Okay, so here's what happened. 2 weeks ago I uploaded a video about a newly opened part of the infrastructure here in Kuala Lumpur called the Saloma Link, and that video has since gotten over 23,000 views, which for me on my channel is an incredibly high number. So I'm quite pleased with that. But also what happened is that when you get a video that has that many views on it, then you get a lot of people that both subscribe to your channel and comment about you, not only that video, but they look through other videos also and they make comments about those. So what I received over the last 2 weeks was a heck of a lot of views on one video, which has almost as many views as all my other videos combined, and also a lot of comments and questions. So what I'm going to do today is answer some of those questions. Okay, you've probably seen dozens of videos where all the host does is talk about things they do and answer questions that people send in. One of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is people that talk about how they make videos. They say that all of you or hundreds of you have written in and asked me how they make their videos. In reality, probably no one has ever asked them that. Although I have to admit, of all the people that have watched my videos, one person did ask me something about what I did with one thing or something like that. So a lot of that stuff I think is just made up. But these are some questions that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks because of that one video that got a lot of views. And here is the first one. It says, Mr. Bill, how long have you been in Asia? Well, I've been in Kuala Lumpur since 2014. From 2014 until 2018, I had a contract with a company called USSA Malaysia, and we taught sport education classes and sport science classes to local people in government groups. In 2018, late in the year, that contract ended, and since that time I've been here trying to set up my own business, not just in Malaysia but all over Southeast Asia. Okay, this next one I'm pretty sure is from Grace. What is the 14th digit of pi? Well, it's either 7 or 9, depending on how you count it. But you can look that up. Oh, here's a comment I got, which is interesting. Mr. Oz Latif wrote in and corrected my pronunciation of Masjid Jamak. I always say Masjid Jamak when I'm talking about my walks downtown. That's a popular area. Masjid Jamak is a mosque. It's a very old mosque, and it meets at where the Gombak and Klang rivers meet in Kuala Lumpur. So it's a historic area, and that's part of where the River of Life is doing a lot of work and things like that. You can see a video about that at the top by clicking the link at the top of the screen. But Mr. Oz Latif has written in and told me that I should be pronouncing it as Masjid Jamik. I think I'm saying that correctly. So Masjid Jamik, not Jamak. From now on, when I mention Masjid Jamik, I'll have to remember to try to pronounce it properly. Here's a good one. Mr. Act of Vengeance has written in and asked if anything bad has ever happened to me while I was here. Well, two things immediately come to mind. One is I was riding my bike and got knocked down by a car. I had to have surgery for that. That was in 2017. I don't think I've ever mentioned that in a video, and I was going to make a video about my recovery from that, which was fairly uneventful, but I just never got around to it. The other bad thing that happened to me is that I lost my touch and go card last week. Now, anybody that lives in Kuala Lumpur knows that touch and go, the card is the thing that you use on the buses, the metro, the LRT, the monorail. You can use it for a lot of different things. I only had maybe 40 ringgit on it, so it wasn't a big financial loss. But as someone who carries everything they own around with them whenever they move, if I lose something, I really feel it. So when I lost that touch and go card, I was really annoyed at the fact that I'd have to go get another one and put more money on it and things like that. So Mr. Act of Vengeance, those are the only two things that I really can think of that were bad that happened to me. I had to change my glasses. Someone else writes in and says, Incik Bill, mengapa Anda tidak membuat video Anda dalam Bahasa Melayu? What he's asking is why I don't make my videos in Malay language. And let's see. Karena Bahasa Malaysia saya cukup tidak baik untuk menyokong video penuh. Itulah sebabnya. I hope that makes sense to my Malay viewers. But what I was saying was that I just don't know enough Bahasa Malaysia to actually support a full video. So you might see me speaking to street vendors in Malay, but my Malay is not that, shall we say, developed, where I can actually carry on a full conversation in it yet. Speaking of bad things happening, something else bad just happened, in that both of the batteries on the G7X just died. Now this is completely my fault because I did not charge them I did not charge them after I used them. So to add to my list of two things, I'm now adding a third bad thing that happened. For I've learned my lesson. Always charge batteries after you use them. Don't wait and think that you're going to do it later, because it doesn't happen. Finally, before we go today, I want to thank our over 250 new subscribers to the channel. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed yet, I want to remind you that once you do subscribe, all of your wildest dreams will come true. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.